As you know, we're going to be having some of our all-star guests join us, which I'm thrilled because they were in your shoes like 6 months ago, trying to figure out, should I start a preschool? What is this thing that I hear about Joy's doing? And is this right for me? I'm super scared. I don't know what my friends and family will think. I don't know what my spouse will think. I don't know what I think about this, right? Like, is this real? And I want to let them share their story with you about the founding family script, because that's what we've been doing. We've been getting ready for this entire thing, okay? We've been gearing up for day 5. Tomorrow is day 5 is the culmination. Do you understand that? That's why day 4 was so freaking critical, that we did not mess it up, okay? Like the other ones are more like explorative and brainstorming, but like today, we needed to get some ironed in graphics, because once you have those, it'll be so easy to just plug them into your script tomorrow, okay? Now, if you're behind, not a big deal. You just post when you finally get to your day 5, okay? So it's A-okay. Your journey is your journey. But today, I'm gonna bring you some amazing all-stars who wanna talk about their experience with the founding family script. So first up, we're going to bring on our go-to gal who is in Preschool All-Stars, and she's your go-to gal in Preschool All-Stars. She's our progress maker. Everybody please welcome our good friend, Miranda Rodriguez. What's up?
Hi everyone.
Did you change that, or are you in a different area?
I did. I just changed it.
I love it.
I like it too. It's something different, and all my kids are like, "Are we having a party? Like, are we?"
I love it.
No.
Seriously, just the pins, right? Like I have these too. Yeah.
Yep.
Love those. That's awesome. I love your shirt. You're purple.
Yes, and it has my logo.
Oh, there you go. Okay, can you just like kind of like show for a second your logo? Because speaking about logos, do you see how she just has the flags and the font? So simple, so clean. It can be printed on a t-shirt. It can be printed on a coffee mug. It can be printed on a website. I don't care. It can just many areas. So bravo. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to share your story. So what I'd like to do is first tell me where you were at, like seriously, right before the challenge, before you even started the 7-day challenge. What was your life like?
So my family, we just moved to another state. My husband got a promotion within his job in the middle of a pandemic, and we decided that we were moving to another state. So we left California and moved to Las Vegas, and that's where we're both from. So we have family there, all of our friends. I had a job that I was working at for 8 years that I had put a lot of work into. And so we decided to leave all that, and I was going to homeschool, and I was going to be the stay-at-home mom and do all of that when we got to Las Vegas. And we got here and it was great and I loved it, but I was missing, I worked in athletics. So it's a big community. It's people that I'd been with for a long time. And I was missing that, hanging out or, chatting or anything like that. And I was missing that, and I was looking for that. And I started looking at like homeschooling, and those type of groups. So it was already in that education sector. And then I came across you.
Awesome. And then did it resonate with you? Like preschool makes sense? Or was it kind of like, I got to kind of put that 2 and 2 together there?
Yeah. So when I was going to college, I had my youngest, and she was in preschool, and she was going to the preschool. It's a co-op. So all the parents had to serve so many hours in the preschool. And all of the time, the other teachers used to say, like, "Are you sure you're not doing early childhood for your major? Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Oh, heck no, I'm not doing that,
Yeah.
But I really did love it. I loved being in there. And then you just think yourself as a parent that it's because you love teaching your child. But really it came from a broader point of loving those littles, and loving to see them learn. So
yeah, love that. Okay, so you came into the challenge. Now, put me in your shoes where everyone else is in their shoes right now. Day 4, I think back then it was day 3. We smooshed it. Friends, they did everything you just did. They did it in 3 days. I gave you I spread it out 1 extra day here. Okay, so the day before your founding family script, because did you post it like during the 7-day challenge there?
Yeah, well, actually, I was late. I didn't even do the 7-day challenge. I
What?
did the 30-day, and the
Ah,
founding family was like, you were like, you got to get it going. You know, I was like on
yeah,
like day, like, I think I was day 8 or 9. And you were
yeah.
like, wait, you got to do your founding families. And I was like, I don't know. I just got here.
So you just jumped in basically as soon as I said doors are open, right? And you just,
Exactly. Yeah.
and they're also closing, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And so when I was going through the 30-day challenge,
Yeah.
I hadn't told anybody yet. I hadn't told my husband. I hadn't told my mom. I hadn't told anybody. And then I was like, and then she wants me to post on my Facebook. I haven't even told my mom.
Right. I think there's like, I mean, I remember seeing in the comments, you know, a lot of spouse comments about what does my husband think and other things like that. Okay. So you finally got your stuff together and you posted. What was your feelings going on when you like clicked post, you know, like where were you at?
I was so nervous. And then I was trying to like plan like who was going to say what. And my husband was like, you shouldn't do that. You should just like let it happen, because then if it doesn't go your way, then you're going to be upset. But I was so nervous, and I was like, literally like, my husband didn't really understand, but I was like at the computer, like, okay, I'm like checking everything 5 times. Like, we're ready. Is this what Joy said to do? Did I do everything? But it was nerve-wracking because you're putting yourself out there. You don't know what everyone's going to say. You're hoping everybody's supporting you with open arms, but there may be some comments that aren't that supportive. And you know what? It's your post. Just get them out of there.
Right? You can remove the comments. You can technically, you know, remove friends, block people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you posted that and then like felt very nervous to do so though, but you put yourself out there. And then what were your results? What were those comments coming in?
It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So I posted, I think it was after lunch. So it was like 2:30 or 3. And I posted, and, you know, of course I texted my family right away, like, hey, go share this, go do all of this and engage. And the post started blowing up. And then I kept looking at the post, and I wasn't looking at my DMs as much as I should have.
Right.
And so at like 6:30, I opened my DMs and I had 32 requests, like people I didn't know.
What?
Yeah. And they're like, so tell me about it. You know, what is it? I want to know. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know? So that first day that I posted, I got 4 signed up by 8 p.m. that first day.
Yeah.
And but everyone was so supportive. And so it kept sharing and sharing and sharing. And I was so surprised that everyone who signed up I didn't know. I had never met them before. They weren't on my Facebook friends. And I was like, how did they even see this? You know, but you're teaching us like how to get it out there.
Yes.
And it did it. It went. And so I got 4 that day. And then the next day, I was only giving 72 hours. So it was like, this was, you know, a Thursday, and I have to know by Saturday. Yeah. And so I got 8 within that 72 hours.
That's awesome.
But the really cool thing was that it kept going. Like, I mean, still to this day, sometimes people comment on it like, oh, is this? I'm like, no, not quite the founding family rate anymore.
Right.
Right. But, you know, and then so within that weekend before Monday morning, I had 13.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And it was really cool because they're like, oh, it was the founding. And I'm like, you know, it's not the founding family rate, but I can clear your registration. I won't charge you registration, you know? Well, so like still trying to get them in. But they're like, oh, I missed it. And I'm like, yeah, those spots filled up fast.
Right. And like, also you put that on you, like, like spots in our preschool fill up fast. So when they're re-registering their kid, or when they're trying to think like, should I get a spot? Like, oh my gosh, my kid's spot, I got to go now. Right.
Yeah. And then even like you told us like to update every time there was a spot, I did that like instantly. And then I would tag all the other people that were in my request that like hadn't quite replied yet or hadn't quite filled out the form. And I was like, look, there's only 3 more spots, you know?
Right. That's actually a really good strategy. So all the people who haven't responded yet, not only communicate with them, but tag them back onto the post and say, hey, 2 spots left. It ends tomorrow. I like that.
Yeah, I was so surprised at how far it went. And even, I mean, still now I'm surprised at how many of my founding families I didn't know that aren't even close to my geographical area.
Right.
And like, love it, you know, like really jumped in at that rate. And they're still my families that are going to follow me to summer.
That's awesome. So you had the original 8 as founding families. When it got to 13, were you charging them normal tuition, but you waived that registration fee?
Yep. As soon as I hit my 8, and I really was only offering 7 spots, but that was the last person in the 72 hours. And it was like 2 right at once, like I got their registration forms. So I was like, all right, I'll give you that one. But after those 8, when I got the next 13, I was charging them regular tuition. And I just said, hey, you know what? Because you were so close to the founding families, I'll just waive that registration fee. And they were really grateful about it. So.
Okay. So let's clarify really quick. Before you saw the challenge, you did not have a preschool. You hadn't tried to start a preschool. You weren't on your path. You hadn't had a daycare. You didn't have any experience in preschool, right?
Nope. I just had a strong-willed preschooler.
I think we have a few of our strong-willed children. And did you have a degree in preschool?
Nope.
Okay. Can we just stop the camera right now? Pay attention, ladies. No degree, no experience, no preschool before she jumped into this challenge. She actually missed the whole challenge live. And before the doors were closing to Preschool All-Stars, because they're only open for 4 days, she jumped in, was like, what do I do? And I was like, go do the challenge, because it works really well. And she did her challenge and then posted her script. She got 4 students the very first night. She had 8 students within the 72 hours. She had 13 students by that Monday. So we're talking Thursday to Monday here. How much money between Thursday to Monday? I mean, maybe you have to kind of think it through, but how much did you make? And you can think it through. We'd like to know.
Let's see.
So we're talking registration fees. We're talking tuition. We're talking anything.
Yeah, probably between $1,300 and $1,500.
$1,300 to $1,500.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Is anyone else blown away right now? That's amazing. I know you have a bilingual niche preschool and you are just absolutely crushing it. So we are 6 months down the road now where you had 13 students within 5 days of opening your doors. And now 6 months later, where are you at?
Yeah, so I have 35 students right now. We're launching our summer program. And one thing that I am really super proud of is when we launched our summer program, I had 26 students in my bilingual classes, and I launched the summer programs and I opened it to my families that I have right now. And I said, hey, I'm giving you this for 15 days. You can register first. And every single one of them signed up for summer. I literally cried that night. That's the biggest, we love what you do that they could ever tell me, So they're all coming back for summer. I haven't quite opened to the public for summer yet. But we are, I promise.
Nice.
So yes, I have 35 students. I've partnered with other places, not just holding my own classes, but partnering with other preschools that want the bilingual aspect, all of that, and we are rocking and rolling. I was on the live the other night, I can't believe it's been a whirlwind 6 months. Right. I cannot believe that we've been this far. I can't.
Okay, then let me ask you, because before you knew me, right, you didn't have preschool, any of this stuff. What would you say is the reason why you were successful?
Well, I did everything you said. I was literally reading back the fine print, what can I do better? What can I do more like Joy? Yeah. But I also think the niche, I think having something that you can deliver that no one else has is your point, right? And it doesn't have to be language. We see a lot of success with Spanish and ASL, but it can be anything. Nature. I mean, those niches are what will get you into the parents. I can give you this that they can't, and that's okay. Yeah,
that's awesome. And so you jumped right into Preschool All-Stars, right? That was 6 months ago before the doors closed. How has Preschool All-Stars helped you?
It's my community. They're my ladies. I love them so much. Even like going through the challenge when I first started, I would post and literally like 4 minutes. They're like, oh, just go here. You got it. And it's so supportive. The answers are right away, but we really truly care about each other. Like I really am thinking about like, oh, I know she does that preschool. I wonder how that's doing. Or I think of something and I'm like, she's over there. You know, I see something on TV like Kentucky or something. I'm like, I know someone from there. They're in preschool.
Right.
All-Stars. You know, so it's a community that is what I was looking for. I don't think my preschool would be as successful as it is without Preschool All-Stars. Even now I jump in and I'm like, that's a really great idea. I should try something like that. You know, just ideas, just flyers and all different kind of marketing that I would never know without Preschool All-Stars. And I'm so thankful. It really is. It was the community that I was looking for. And when we're healthy, when we're in the right mindset, when we have people to support us, then we can go out and do it. And that's what I feel like I did.
That's awesome. And would you say Preschool in a Box was also helpful?
Oh my gosh. It's still literally, if I wouldn't show you because my desk is really messy, but it sits right under my printer. And I'm like, what should I do? Okay, let me check Preschool in a Box first. Then I'll post the All-Stars and then I'll see if there's not. But I usually get my answers there. You know, I think a lot of people think Preschool in a Box, like for the curriculum, like, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that. But the marketing is out of this world. I mean, absolutely out of this world. And it's helped me a lot to get the students that I do have from all over the country and other countries. Yeah.
That's awesome. And then Hub, do you think the Hub has helped you as well?
It has so helped. I love the Hub. Me and the Hub.
Your best buddies?
Yeah, we got there. Okay. We weren't there and then we got there and we did it. And I seriously absolutely love my website now. Everybody who had I'm like, go check out my new website. You know, I sent out an email like, check it out. You'll love it. But once you get in and once you do the work and do the hard work of kind of immersing yourself in it, it's everything. It's absolutely everything that you'll need that you could ever want. You know, I mean, I love the Hub. I love it. It's going to take my business so far, just having all those automations, really.
Yeah.
So fun.
That's awesome. Well, it takes you out of working in your business and working on your business, you know, getting the students in, fulfilling, loving on them, teaching, you know, all that good stuff. Who wants to deal with websites? You know, who wants to deal with the tech? Like, let's get back to the teaching and, you know, the signing up student side. We like that side.
Exactly. And I was saying, I think I was talking to the All-Stars and I was like, I'm so bad. I didn't even send emails before. It was like all through Facebook and everything, like all my marketing. And I'm like, emails. Oh, okay. We could do emails.
Yeah. You build up your list. I mean, everybody remembers when Facebook went down, literally like a couple days ago, it was down for like almost an hour or something. Me and Beth are like messaging back and forth. We're like, our challenge is coming up in Facebook. Like, we can navigate. We've got all the assets, you know, but the truth is like, you never know when any of your platforms are going down. So getting an email list, getting your Facebook group, you know, all these different things are super important. Well, Miranda, I won't keep you for longer. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone go give her some loving in the comments. Say thank you, Miranda, for being here. And you have an awesome night, whether you're jumping back or whether you're going to go spend time with your family. So
awesome. Thank you. And all my All-Stars in training, you're rocking it. Keep going. All right. Thanks, Joy.
All right. We'll see you later.
If you'd like to have a success story just like that one, I invite you to join our Preschool All-Stars. It's my exclusive membership community where you'll get mentorship from me with weekly Q&A lives, support and guidance and friendship from hundreds of women on the exact same journey as you, starting, running, and growing their preschools, and my exclusive access to Preschool University, every training and done-for-you file that you'll need for every milestone on your journey to help you start, run, and grow your preschool. We've all been there, and we've got the exact same steps that you need to go through, but we do it all very quickly so that you don't have to waste time or money doing the wrong things at the wrong time. We'd love for you to join our Preschool All-Stars membership. Just go to preschoolallstars.com or click the link in the description to immediately jump into Preschool All-Stars. Again, go to preschoolallstars.com and we'll see you there.